You know what's crazy is like, I'm so happy how everything played out because fate got us intertwined, and it started. And it wasn't like I dissed him like I wanted to cause him any harm or anything like that. So I give you the backstory, man. Shout out to my guy Jizzle. So we used to have these cliques, right? And YG was a part of the most popular clique.
Okay.
Called Hollywood.
Oh shit! Uptown.
So at the time, those was like the most popular guys. Yeah, they the ones. They fucking all the bitches. They doing all the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So
they locking it down.
Yeah. So they had and they had a ally. They were called GMC.
Okay.
And the GMC guys, they were separate as well too.
Right.
So they ended up splitting up. So when they split up, I started hanging around the GMC guys, and I'm like.
Oh, they from your side more.
Yeah. I knew a gang of them, but the Hollywood guys that where YG was from, they was dissing all the GMC guys. And they was like humiliating them.
Bad.
So I was like, well, this is my opportunity to get a name for myself. So I told them, I said, give me a list of everybody's name over there. I didn't know nobody. Give me a list of everybody's name over there. I'm going to diss these niggas. So they gave me a list.
Everyone's catching strays.
Yeah. Okay. And I just dropped the record on MySpace.
Oh, them times.
MySpace MySpace times. And once that happened, everybody's like, who the fuck is this guy? And you can't diss me because you don't know who the fuck I am.
People making calls trying to find out where you're at and that.
But only one person dissed me back, and that was YG.
Oh, this makes sense.
Yes.
So that's why it was so memorable for him.
Yeah, so he dissed me back, and then we were going back and forth, and then we got, man, mutual friends, man. Shout out to Ace, shout out to Baby Buddha. You know what I'm saying? That later on, they were like, okay, y'all need to stop this shit. And he was the first, like, person that I personally knew that had, like, a record deal and a hit record. So as soon as he got signed, I was like, oh shit.
Like in real time, you mean? So when he started...
I'm talking about Big Deal, Def Jam, Tootin' Bootin' on the radio.
Yeah, massive, bro.
I'm like...
50 Cent and shit was out here.
I just kept thinking in my head, I done fucked up.
So at the time, you're not cool?
No, we wasn't beefing, but it was...
Civil.
But it was like, nigga, you dissed me. And now I got the record deal.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit.
Took it down on you like,
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And you know, but
for the win.
Once he got his deal, man, I remember I actually went to the Tootin' Buddha video shoot.
Is that by the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that video.
With the college and all that stuff. Like, his first album came out, and by the way, that's a West Coast classic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My Crazy Life.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Super West Coast 100%. Classic. Like
with the skits and everything.
Top 10 on West Coast albums of all time.
Top 10?
For sure. It may be top 5. But I'm going to say top 10.
We're going to unpack that later on in the show.
Yeah, we're going to unpack that. But, you know, once that album came out, man, I was just super pushing and just showing my support.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? It's too many people, bro, that they feel like if somebody gets an opportunity, you won't get an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I hate people
Crabs
like
in
that.
the bucket, bro.
Yeah,
Crabs
bro.
In the bucket, man.
I don't like that word, but it's good.
You don't know it?
It's a joke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a joke.
Nah,
it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Nah, man's... I'm on that side of the fence anyway, bro. So it's, you get me?
Nah, but once that happened,
Rags in a wait.
No, once that happened though, I was just like, you know, I gotta give somebody the same support that I would want.
Yeah.
So that just led to us having a great relationship. And then his second album came out, and I happened to be in the studio, and he was like, let me play you my album. And he playing this shit for me. He was like, hey, try this song.
Yeah,
and I ended up doing the fucking song, and I make his second album. So I was like, look how, don't come to LA. Yeah. I'm like, look how that shit intertwined and came back.
He's a real one then.
Super real.
Yeah, because that's that kind of behavior is like, that's integrity still though. Like you know what I mean? You start out like that, get over it, don't hold a grudge, clean-hearted. He probably recognized more of him in you than he did anyway, just because he would have done the same thing. He dissed the other guy. Yeah. So he already knew what time it was. You had the heart to send back for him. We call it a send.
Facts.
So when you're sending back for him, he's thinking, yeah. Even though he's calling out my name, he's doing the same shit I did.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm trying to say?
That's dope.
Man,
That's
recognize
dope.